Hey neighbor, phone pop-ups, think it's a virus? Don't tap, whoops, it's easy to do, but don't tap anything yet. If your phone suddenly says virus detected, your phone is infected, tap here to clean your device, or even worse yet, call this number immediately. Pause. Take a breath. Because here's the sneaky part. A lot of the time, the warning itself is the trick. Now, people call this a phone virus, and honestly, I understand why. Your phone is yelling at you. There are pop-ups everywhere. Something says you're infected. Maybe there's even a countdown timer. Maybe there's a fake Apple, Google, Samsung, IRS, or security-looking logo. And they can be pretty darn good. It's hard for even me to tell sometimes. And suddenly, your calm little rectangle is a haunted toaster. But here's the important part. This does not automatically mean that your phone is ruined, hacked, or needs to be replaced. And no, you're not dumb if this fooled you. These warnings are designed to look official. They are designed to make you panic. And when people panic, they tap things. So what is actually going on? It might be a bad application. It might be a sketchy website notification. Facebook. It might be a fake browser warning. And a weird one I've run across recently is it might actually be something on your phone's calendar that someone else has put there. So, before you start tapping buttons, installing cleaner applications, or calling numbers that pop up on your phone, here's the rule. Don't tap. Don't call. Don't install. And don't give anyone remote access. Let's break that down. First, don't tap the warning. A scam warning will often have buttons that say things like remove virus, clean phone, protect now, or scan device, more like scam device. While those sound helpful, they may just take you deeper into the scam. Second, don't call the number. Real Google, Apple, Samsung, Microsoft, IRS, etc. will never suddenly hijack your phone or device. Only the scammers do that. And they do that because they want you scared. They want you panicked enough to skip thinking and start clicking. Third, don't install the cleaner app. If a scary pop-up tells you to install an app to fix the scary pop-up, that's like a raccoon offering to help clean your kitchen. Technically, it has hands. Still, a terrible idea. And fourth, do not give remote access to strangers. Stranger danger, even if they have candy. If someone on the phone tells you they need to connect to your device to remove the virus, stop. That is a huge red flag. Once someone has remote access, they may be able to see your personal information, guide you into your own bank account, or pressure you into paying for fake repairs or even fake charges that they can show you. Now, let's talk about where these problems usually hide. First place, the real app list. One possibility is definitely a bad application. This is especially common on Android phones, but the basic idea applies to any phone. If the problem started recently, ask yourself, did I install anything new right before this started? And what you're going to want to look for is apps with names like Cleaner, Booster, Scanner, Security, Update, Battery Saver, Phone Optimizer, or anything you simply don't recognize. And here's the sneaky part a lot of people don't realize. Deleting an app icon from your home screen does not always mean the app is actually gone. On iPhone, an app can be removed from the home screen, but still live in the app library. And same with some very tricky Android apps. To see what's really installed on your phone, go to Settings, General, iPhone Storage. For Androids, you go to your settings and you scroll down to apps. Depending on the phone, you may need to tap something like See All Apps. That is the real list, not just what's sitting on the home screen looking innocent. The second place these problems hide is website notifications. Sometimes a website asks for permission to send notifications. It might say something like, tap, allow to continue, or even tap to prove you're not a robot. And later, your phone starts showing you scary pop-ups like it's a virus warning. But they are not always coming from your phone's security system. They may be coming from that website and the notification permissions that were accidentally turned on. So if the warning has a website name attached to it, or it keeps coming through Chrome, Safari, or another browser, that may be the problem. That's also much different than removing an app. And that's why randomly removing and deleting things sometimes doesn't fix it. Third place, the browser itself. You might visit a website, mistap on a pop-up, or follow a questionable link. And suddenly Safari or Chrome shows a full page warning that looks official. And sometimes that can lock up your screen entirely. See my video about clicked something bad to get out of that one. If that pop-up happens, don't interact with the warning. I know it's tough, but don't press the shiny button. The big shiny button is rarely where wisdom lives. Close the browser tab if you can. If it keeps coming back, you may need to clear browser history or site data. But the main thing is, don't follow the instructions on the scary page. And on phones, there is one more weird one that has been prevalent. And on phones, there is one more weird one that I've seen prevalently recently. And that's fake calendar alerts. Yes, this is real. You can have calendar events show up on your calendar that you never put there. Sometimes people accidentally subscribe to a junk calendar, and then the phone starts showing fake events. A lot of times those events will say things like, your device is infected, or clean your phone now. But sometimes they'll be even trickier than that. That does not necessarily mean the phone has a virus. And honestly, true phone viruses are extraordinarily rare. For the calendar events, it may just be a bad calendar subscription that needs to be removed. It could also mean that someone has access to your email. Now let's talk about the part a lot of people are wondering. What if you already tapped something? First, don't panic. The next step is to stop tapping, not tap quicker. If you already tapped the warning, close the page if you can. Whatever you do, don't enter personal information. Don't pay anyone. Never pay the ransom. Even the FBI will tell you that one. And don't install anything else. These cleaner and antivirus programs are often the problem themselves, so the more you add, the worse it can get. And if you downloaded an app, gave someone remote access, entered a password, or gave payment information, then it is time to get help before using that phone for banking or anything else. That is not to scare you. That is to keep a small problem from becoming an expensive problem. So here's the big takeaway. A scary warning does not automatically mean your phone has a virus. It's more likely to be a scam pop-up. It might be a bad application. It might be a website notification. It could be a fake browser page. It might be a spam calendar. But panic is what the scammers really want. Scammers love panic. We prefer calm. So if your phone starts yelling at you, here's your simple checklist. Don't tap the warning. Don't call the number. Don't install the cleaner application. Don't give remote access. Check the real installed application list. And if you're not sure, stop and ask someone you trust before poking around. Because the safest tap is sometimes no tap at all. And that's a wrap. I'll see you next Tech Tip Tuesday. If you liked that last one, then out of all of my videos, YouTube has picked this next one specifically for you.